carry a large range of grasses because we have to have people that want it for native, and we have to have people that want it for dry areas, dry shade, living under oaks. You know, we get all these questions all the time. And so we try to make sure that we have a wide range of grasses for everybody. I know some of our best sellers are like Blonde Ambition grass, and that's a Bouteloua, and then Sprobolus heterolyptus. Those are some of our top sellers. The Caryxes are really coming on now because people want a lawn alternative. And so Caryx Appalachia is one of them that's really good for that. We'll take some dry shade. Caryx rosea is a newer one that's out on the market that's really nice, clump former, takes excellent dry shade, will grow just about any place. It just can't take the intense heat sun, but once it's established, and it's a clump grower. Caryx, the other Caryxes like Blue Zinger and stuff, they're not as hardy here, but they got the blue foliage to them and stuff, but those are all good. And so right now we're having people want more of a, like I said, a lawn alternative because they're tired of, I think, fertilizing and watering, and so people are looking for that, and people are always looking for something to grow underneath trees. You know, everybody wants to put their trees in, and so they want stuff to be underneath that tree area and stuff. Some of the plants we have here, none of these are the Caryxes or anything like that, but another things that are real popular is the Panicums. Yeah, they're kind of taking place of the Miscanthus because Miscanthus like to self-sow all over the place, and part of the areas of the country, the Miscanthuses are just very invasive, so people are looking for alternatives for that. So Panicum Dallas Blues is an old-fashioned one, was one of the first blue forms on the market, and it gets 7 foot tall, you know, so if it's a little too tall, then we have some other varieties that are a little bit shorter. Heavy Metal is a shorter one. North Wind, which is a very nice upright one, is a very nice one that's a shorter one too. And so we try to have a wild diversity of those two. And then you have, this is Ruby Ribbon, Panicum Ruby Ribbon, because everybody wants that red foliage in the fall or late summer. So here's another one called Ruby Ribbons that came, it was a cross between Heavy Metal and another variety. And so that gives you your nice red color for the fall and stuff. The old-fashioned Panicum Trailblazer, which is the plain old native that's out in the fields and stuff like that. So, but we try to carry, like I said, a wide range of different grasses. The Sizacrums, like the Standing Ovation, the Blues, those have been coming on, which is the Blaze Little Blue Stem area. Those grasses all range anywhere from 2 foot to 48 inches, depending on your moisture content. And one thing to remember with native grasses, the drier you keep them, the more upright they will be. If you overwater, over fertilizer, they all have a tendency to open up and flop, and you really do not want to have that open up and flopness. And so if you want to get the real good appeal of those grasses, try to keep them on the drier side because you'll get more coloration, more upright, and you won't have the floppiness all the time. So we talked about a few of the grasses here. I know there's a lot more out there that people need and stuff, but once you get these grasses and get them into your garden and get them established, you're going to be completely happy with them. You're going to have a fall color with a lot of them. Some of them you have summer color. You're going to have winter interest if you leave them, which I like to leave a lot of the grasses during the winter because your native bees, things like that, grow in them. And so it's a habitat for everything. And I do not cut any of that stuff till spring. And so a lot of people, you know, you need to keep it like a long season interest, and you will have that.